Beautiful friend. It's me, Dr. Missy Hillock, and I am here with your June of 2025 Divine Support message. I don't know about you, but I was so glad when May ended this year. May is always one of my favorite months. It's my birthday. It's a great time from transitioning from spring into summer. It's a very, very transitional month. And this particular May had a lot of energies. It felt like a lot of endings and new beginnings, that kind of that Kalima rebirthing, kind of that destructive energy to leave room for new things to grow and blossom. So the cool thing about June is it's definitely a much lighter month than May, and it does hold those opportunities for things to grow out of what has just sort of come to an end through May. So our systems are really ripe for new beginnings, and talk about the planets being very much in alignment with this. So we just had a major planetary move of Saturn on May 25th. Saturn moved into Aries, and Saturn makes a transit every, I think, 2.5 years or so. Well, this month we have several other planetary moves. We've got Venus, Mercury, Jupiter, Mars, and the sun are all making major shifts, including the sun when it comes to the summer solstice on the 20th. So lots to still change in this month, but the full moon is in Sagittarius, which is a really lucky full moon, a really light full moon. So hopefully this energy is going to feel a lot lighter and easier than last month. So let's look at the cards that I've pulled to guide us through what's happening this month. The first card, as I always like to pull, is from Kyle Gray's Divine Masters deck. And so this could be something that may come forward that would be an angel or a teacher, a spiritual leader. Actually, the card that came through this month, which could not be any better, especially for summer solstice, kind of this seasonal transition, is the Gaia card. Okay, Mother Earth, resilient spirit, earth connection, stay rooted in trust and faith. I really love this because, as I mentioned, with all those endings that have just happened, we had to carry this resilient spirit with us to sort of get through some of these major shifts and endings. Endings are really difficult, but they do plant those seeds for new beginnings to sprout and to grow. And so I love that we're getting this message from Gaia saying, stay connected, stay rooted, use me as your anchor. As you plant that seed, allow that seed to take root deep into Gaia, that nurturing presence of Gaia, where anything you want to create, anything you want to grow, anything you want to expand and nurture can do so from this really rooted and grounded presence of Gaia. I don't think there's any better message that we can receive than that during this time where so many new beginnings are happening. The second card that I've chosen is our soul lesson card. And the card that came out is, the word is pride. And I would say this is pride in a positive sense, not pride in a negative sense or in a kind of a vain sense. It says, I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So meaning as we go through and we start new projects and we have new relationships and we take part on all of these new beginnings coming our way, if we can hold that sense of pride, that sense of self-love, that sense of assurance that we have value to bring into the world, and we can also commit to seeing that value and having that love for the other people and opportunities and experiences that come our way, that is a really powerful and beautiful place to begin things anew and to manifest and co-create with the universe from that perspective. So I really appreciate that lesson that's come through for us in the month of June. The third card that I'm chosen is our light activation card. So this image in the card is really powerful if you take a look at the light there. And the word is elevation. So the message is, I free myself from fear and trust the universe. I direct my thoughts to the beauty inside and around me. I use my spiritual strengths and knowledge to create light, and I rise above all doubt. Which is fantastic to have along with these messages, in particular with the Gaia message of staying rooted in trust and faith. So when we can remove ourselves from fear and trust the universe, know that everything that's happening is divinely orchestrated, even though sometimes what we're experiencing isn't our preference, it's not what we would have chosen, or perhaps we don't see the message, the opportunity, the path, the breadcrumbs that are taking us to where we're going. If we can elevate, if we can rise above and look at things from the bird's eye view with that anchor of trust, with that rooted and groundedness and that belief that we can rise above all doubt and we can stay firm in our heart center and in our mission and in our purpose and in our value, that is really, really powerful. I also love how this card matches my shirt today. So the other card I want to draw is from one of my favorite decks, the Angel Guide Oracle by Kyle Gray. Here's the image of that deck, and this is one I pull from all the time. And so this is a message I want to see that our guardian angels have for us in relation to what we've just received about the June energy. And the card that I pulled is Ask and Receive. This is one of my favorite cards. And I think I love it so much because it's a reminder that when it comes to our angels, all we must do in order to connect and tune in with the guidance that's available to us is to ask. When we invite in the support of the angels, and sometimes inviting in support simply means saying, help me see what I don't see, help me understand what I don't understand, help guide me toward what is the best next step for me. It may not be, really, really specific requests, just help guide me. I welcome you in to guide me on my journey here. That when we invite and when we give permission and we ask for that support, we will receive it, and we will receive in magnetism with the frequency that we are carrying. That's how co-creation works with the divine. Our resonant frequency is our energetic beacon. And so whatever signal we're sending out is the same signal and frequency on which we're going to receive. So as we ask and receive, I always like to recommend that folks be really mindful of their own unique energy when they are in that state of request and when they are in that state of wanting to magnetize and manifest what it is we desire. That we make sure we're tuning our heart dial to those high vibrational frequencies, gratitude, love, joy, compassion, so that our angels can bring us in those things at that same level of frequency. So I hope this has been really helpful for you. I hope that you find June to be a really beautiful month, full of lots of new opportunities and experiences and adventures. Maybe it's a month that you're going to travel for the summer. Maybe you're starting a new business. Maybe you've retired and now you're just going to have a life of leisure and you've got kind of everything that's a possibility in front of you. Whatever it is, I hope you stay connected to your own energy. I hope you stay connected to Source, and I certainly hope you stay connected to Mother Earth, since that is our invitation this month to connect in and be rooted and grounded. I look forward to seeing you all next month, and I hope you have a great one. Bye for now.